Welcome to another Dasher Cam Tesla adventure video where today we're going to take a road trip in my beautiful Model 3 that I just cleaned yesterday. We're gonna drive up to Bellevue, Washington, just outside of Seattle. There's supposed to be something really special that we're gonna go see up in the Bellevue area. There will be another episode linked somewhere around here with the exciting adventure that we're about to go have. This adventure is just going to be the charging stats along the trip. This is my first road trip in my Tesla Model 3. Information that is noteworthy: I have charged up to 99%. We are still on the hook. It says that it's got about 30 minutes remaining. So we're gonna go ahead and hop off at 99% and see if we can make it all the way up to Bellevue, Washington. It's gonna be like 217-ish miles to get to where we're going. And hint, hint, it's a Tesla center. Around 100% will show 305 miles of range. If I've been doing my calculations correctly, I believe that with the cold factored in and such, we'll get about 220 miles at 100-ish%. We'll see if we can make it all the way to Bellevue, Washington, or if we'll have to end up pulling over somewhere before we get to Bellevue to charge up. All right, let's go ahead and unplug and let's get into the trip. We've just gotten on the interstate here in Jefferson area, just north of Albany, and I wanted to just check in with you and let you know kind of what the thoughts are so far. So the supercharger indicator, the supercharger map wanted me to stop around like 19% state of charge in Washington. I'm not sure what the name of it was, but we're not gonna necessarily do that. We'll see what ends up happening, but we are going to see if we can just make it straight to Bellevue Square, 223 Bellevue Square, straight to the Tesla Center, and see what happens. It says that I'll need to stay below 70 miles per hour to reach my destination, but it's 238 miles. Earlier I said that it was around 220. I was incorrect. It is around 238 miles. We've already gone about 8 miles. I did precondition the car before we left the house. I started preconditioning at around 10:25 at like 95%. So everything is looking pretty good. We'll go ahead and let Jefferson fire over because we're nice guys like that. Outside it's like 36 degrees. Okay, excuse me, 42 degrees is what it's showing here on my watch. Wow, everybody is trying to have a bit of a... Okay, all right, let's see what's going on here. See what we can do. We'll just go ahead and follow. Come on, buddy. Come on back over, buddy. Interesting. I wonder if there is a wreck up here. I guess that we'll find out together. But yeah, it said it was like 36 degrees whenever I was at the house. So, we had preconditioned for over an hour. Right now, our average watt hour per mile, since we're going so slow at the moment, is 226 watt hour per mile. Whenever we were driving, it was hovering around like 295 watt hour per mile. I don't know if you guys caught that on that camera or not. So on this drive, it's a beautiful day out here. Beautiful fall day in Oregon. Hopefully the skies stay clear. Nothing crazy is showing up in the weather app. So, everything is looking good as far as that is concerned. I guess that we'll get over here since it looks like we have more emergency vehicles trying to come this way. So we'll just fall in line and let the emergency vehicle go. Okay, there we go. And we'll get back over. We're not trying to go to the travel center. Wow, what an exciting bit of video already for us. I just updated the car yesterday. Oh, by the way, today is November 25th, 2023. It's about noon. We left the house, I don't know, it says maybe 15 minutes ago. Yesterday was Black Friday. 2 days ago was Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to those of you who celebrate in the U.S. I hope that you guys enjoyed some of that turkey and cranberry sauce and chutney and all that other good yummy stuff. Nice Model Y right there. Looks like he just cleaned his car too. I haven't showed you guys any pictures really yet of Scuffed, but yesterday I spent like 2 hours detailing-ish her and making her look pretty. Yeah, good looking Model Y right there, bro. Did I say Model X earlier? I meant to say Model Y. Good looking Model Y. I like those rims, buddy. So yeah, you know, I wasn't expecting to go on this road trip yesterday. I saw that there was a Cybertruck in Bellevue on this little Tesla locator, a theater academy, something or another. I don't remember what the name of it is, but I'll throw up a screenshot here so that you guys can see it. I saw some information on X and on Reddit about where to find these Cybertrucks. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take a trip up there, and hopefully we'll be able to get up there sometime in the near future. It says on the map that we've got about 4 hours and 22 minutes now. Hopefully we can get through this little bit of an issue here sooner rather than later, once those blue and red lights get to where they were trying to go. But what I was trying to tell you guys before I got distracted, sorry, I'm kind of a squirrel enthusiast and love squirrels. Hey, there's a doggo behind us sticking his head out the window. But what I was trying to tell you guys is that I updated the software, and we are on 2023.38.9 as of yesterday. From what I understand, those are like minor fixes or something or another. Damn, dude, big ultimate energy in the Rogue, dog. And then 2023.38 was a really, really big update where, you know, you get your multiplayer on the Vampire Survivors, and you get your location sharing, and then Windows during an update. I guess that this is saying that you may adjust your windows minimally so that the doors can open and close more easily. Whatever that means, that's cool. Faster hazard lights after a crash. Guys, if I could throw out just a quick, like, hey, I would like this as a feature update. I would like to be able to throw on my hazards from the Tesla app in the car. So if there's any of you that could, you know, send that up the food chain and let Elon know, that'd be great. I'm sure that my 120-ish followers on X would appreciate my post about it, but I don't really think that they're gonna be able to chat with my buddy Elon there. So yeah, shout out, by the way, if you guys want to. I probably wouldn't follow me on X because it's not like there's much content that I could post that you wouldn't already know, unless you guys like DoorDash content. You know, I am kind of like mixing all of these content streams together. So if you guys like DoorDash content and want to see me bitch and complain about some no-tip offers, you know, go ahead and follow me on X. Every now and then I have like some Tesla content that might be kind of interesting, so, you know, up to you. But, well, I guess that's about all I had to say for this little bit of the video clip. It looks like we're not going to get where we're trying to go anytime soon. So I'll catch back up with you if anything exciting happens. We're at 97% state of charge, already hit our first bit of traffic. I have a feeling that it's going to be a long day. is now 89%. We were just at 90% right before I turned on the cameras. And I haven't really turned on the AC. I've been kind of just chilling with it. But we've gone 27 miles. And we've been in the car for about 49 minutes. As you guys saw a little bit earlier, there was a wreck. So we thankfully got through with all that. And now we are moving right along. Cruising just as you would expect, letting autopilot do most of the work. I do have some thoughts on autopilot that I will share with you guys either in a future clip or maybe in a different video. Maybe I'll link that different video up here if I do end up getting it as a different video. But it shows that we're at 296-ish watt-hour per mile, and everything is going pretty smooth. Really beautiful day out here. I'm enjoying the drive. It seems like everybody is driving pretty nicely. We're still at a 5% arrival in Bellevue Square. It says it's going to take us about 3 hours and 41 minutes of driving. I'll probably end up stopping before then, but just so that you guys are aware, 3+ hours of driving in one shot from 100, I mean, that is a ton of driving. As it showed earlier, it was about 238 miles total one way. At these numbers that we've gone through already at 89%, I have a feeling that we'll be able to get somewhere around 250 miles total at these speeds. I'm not really doing anything at like a specific highway speed. I'm just kind of cruising. I've set it at 80 and I'm letting it do its thing, keeping a good bit of distance between myself and the car in front of me. The speed limit is 60 or 65 wherever we're at, so we're just kind of keeping in the flow of traffic, not really doing anything out of the ordinary. I don't really understand why the speed limits are so low in Oregon, except for maybe at nighttime whenever it's foggy, but I really think that the speed limit should be upped at least a little bit because nobody goes 65 on these roads, guys, nobody. So there is your 89-ish, 90% check-in. Things are going really, really well, and you know, I'll try and catch back up with you guys around 75% state of charge and let you know where we're at, what the stats are. All right, friends, we are pulling up to Portland. We're just south of Portland on I-5. We have gone through Wilsonville, and there was a crazy amount of traffic. Almost stop and go for the entirety of the Wilsonville area. I guess that everybody was trying to get off at that version 4 supercharger. If you guys haven't already seen that video, go ahead and take a look at it somewhere, wherever it is on the screen there. But I just wanted to check in with you guys. We just clicked over to 75% state of charge. We have gone 63 miles since leaving the house, and we are currently showing 287 watt-hour per mile with an arrival of 10% state of charge to 223 Bellevue Square. You know, going through this beautiful little twisty and turny on I-5 here, is one of my favorite spots of Oregon to drive through on I-5. I really actually enjoy it. And on the dash cam, we're about to start seeing some of the first looks into Portland. Hopefully you guys were able to catch a couple of shots of Mount Hood off in the distance. Really, really beautiful views out here whenever it's clear like it is today. We've got the Franz truck in front of us, all the nice breads going in there. But yeah, I just wanted to check in and let you know, at this rate, 64-ish miles, we'll be able to do around 260 miles on a full charge in my Model 3, but that's not really going to be indicative of the entire, range of the car at 70 miles per hour, because again, I've been through stop and go traffic today, so this isn't going to be, a great range test, if you will, but here it is. I'm giving you my best throws at it. So yeah, 75% for now. We've been in the car for about an hour and 35 minutes, and everything's been going really great. I've been using autopilot most of the drive. I really, really like autopilot. I definitely have some thoughts on it, and I'm going to link a video somewhere around here whenever I get all of my thoughts down, so that you guys can be aware of what to expect with autopilot. But realistically, for the most part, it works flawlessly-ish, kind of. The thing about autopilot is whenever it works, it's the most amazing feature of the car, and whenever it doesn't work, it's probably the worst thing. Excuse me, it's probably the worst thing about the car. So, yeah, those are my quick thoughts about autopilot. But if you would like to hang out with me for a little while and enjoy some cam time and talk about autopilot, then go ahead and watch that other video where I give you my full views on autopilot. And I hope that you guys can see it on the dash cam here, but there is Mount Hood off in the distance, looking absolutely beautiful out there. I just love all of the views. So yeah, coming around this corner here, we're about to see like the cable car line and some of the buildings that are just on the outside of Portland here. Really, really beautiful day for a drive. And I guess that I'm not the only one that thought that it was a nice day for a drive, because it seems like everybody is out here trying to get somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where they are trying to get, but they are trying to get somewhere. We're going to Bellevue, friends. We are going to Bellevue. I got a special surprise for you guys. You can probably check that out in another video. But we're going to go see that Cybertruck. I cannot wait to go and see it and look at all the beautiful views that are out here in Oregon and going to be in Washington. So, man, what a great day to go for a road trip. I might even do a little bit of dashing in Bellevue whenever we get up there after we go and hang out and see the Cybertruck. Oh, man, I'm so excited. I am so excited to see that Cybertruck, guys. It's, I've had a Cybertruck on order for a little less than 2 years now. I think that I ordered the Cybertruck right before I moved to Oregon. And I moved to Oregon in May of 2022. I ordered it the night of Cyber Rodeo, which was, I want to say, in April of 2022. I was hanging out with some friends, had a couple of drinks, and decided, you know what, $100 is not that much money for something that really is awe-inspiring and very controversial, and something that everybody is looking forward to seeing. So anyways, I want one. I hope that I will be at a point whenever I ultimately acquire said Cybertruck through my reservation, that I can keep the Cybertruck in Florida, and I can have this car here in Oregon, and whenever I go to Florida, I'll be able to drive the Cybertruck, and whenever I'm here, I'll be able to keep my Model 3 and do the things that Model 3 owners do in Oregon. I'm looking forward to it. I hope that you guys enjoy the journey with me. So let's go ahead and get through Portland here and see if we can you know, hopefully get into Washington without too much of a headache. It is just a really, really gorgeous day out here. I'm loving the drive, and I'm glad that you guys are hanging out with me and are along for the ride. So, all right, I'm gonna stop talking now and, you know, try and keep an eye out on people driving erratically, because we're about to get into a pretty heavily populated area, and we'll see what ends up happening next. But again, Mount Hood is off in the distance. You'll be seeing it one more time here in just a second, and it is just an absolutely beautiful day. There's Mount St. Helens, if I'm not mistaken, with the top off over there to our left in the dash cam, and beautiful views of Portland. I'm happy to be this close to a pretty cool city such as Portland. You know, whenever I grew up, I was about an hour and a half away from Orlando, and then I moved to Orlando for about 10 years. I went to UCF. I am a UCF grad. And I decided that I had an opportunity to move to the West Coast and, you know, try it out, see what was going on out here, and lo and behold, here I am. And I went ahead and started a YouTube channel, mostly for my mom. Speaking of my mom, there is the spirit of the something or another. I can't remember what the name of the boat was, but my mom and I went on that boat with my stepdad. Hey, Warren. Hey, Mom. We went on that boat whenever they were here just a couple of months ago. And yeah, I started my YouTube adventure mostly to show my mom what was going on, and to kind of, you know, show somebody else, if anybody else wanted to watch my dash videos and some of my, I didn't realize that I was going to be doing Tesla content whenever I started the channel back last November. It's been about a year, so at the point of filming, we have been on air. The Dasher Cam channel has been on air for about a year. I want to say thank you to my 157 subscribers. You guys mean a lot to me. And, you know, I hope that I can make you proud and get you some decent content going forward. So, yeah, let's go ahead and finish up this part of the drive. We're at 74% state of charge. We've completed 70 miles. It looks like that Model Y got rear-ended. Shame. I've been rear-ended around this area too, so I get it. But, all right, we're going to cross over into Washington here momentarily. I will see you guys closer to 50% state of charge, so we'll do a check-in then. We will be in the state of Washington, and, you know, we'll see if hopefully the traffic lets up a little bit. I don't really think that it will, but yeah, I'll catch you guys in just a few. Ow. 25% state of charge. We are headed up through Washington, just about to go by the Mickey Mouse Bridge here. Not entirely sure if that's this bridge or if that's a different bridge, but Mickey Mouse Bridge is somewhere around where we're at. We just went through Castle Rock. We've gone 128 miles. It's been exactly 3 hours since we left the house. A lot of traffic getting out of Portland, and a lot of traffic through Wilsonville, like we already talked about earlier. Everything is going pretty smooth. You know, I'm chilling up here. In Washington, they know what's up. Their speed limits are at least 70, guys. Come on, Oregon. What are we doing at like 65 speed limit, dog? I just don't understand. Why aren't we so slow in Oregon? I really don't think that Oregon's that, you know, we're not that slow, guys. We can handle 70 miles an hour, Oregon. You know what? I think that the best thing to do would probably just be to paint the lines on the road a little bit better. Use the right paint on the lines in the road. You'll be able to see. You know, paint the shit in summertime with the nice stuff. Reapply the paint every year, and everything will be fine. Anyways, gone 130 miles, 275 watt-hour per mile so far. Everything's looking real nice. It's been 3 hours though, guys. The car has held up longer than I can. I gotta pee. It's time to go pee. And then I'm also wanting to get some foods. I don't know if I can make it the full hour. I might be able to make it the full hour to the food spot, and maybe even check in with you again at 25%. We'll see. We'll see. It says we've got a little less than an hour. Everything's fine for the moment, but really nice drive. What a beautiful day. Once we got out of Portland, everything was great. I don't know what the issue was getting out of Portland, but it just seems like, you know, normal kind of things. People can't drive, won't drive, whatever. So, all right, let's go ahead and finish up the rest. You know, I think that we're gonna pull over and get off of this rest area here. Sorry, little guy, didn't mean to cut you off there. But we're gonna pull off of this nice rest area here in Washington. So we'll check back in once we get through with this and get to 25%. I don't think that we're going to be able to get to our food destination before we get to 25%. So anyways, we're going to stop at this rest area here. It seems like it's a pretty good rest area to stop at. And yeah, what a beautiful area this is here. All right, we're just going to park it, and when I hit the restroom, I'll be back soon, and we'll catch up with each other probably at about 25% state of charge or at our next stop destination. I'll let you know.